ladies and gentlemen. So we appreciate you taking the time to come here today. Let me introduce our group first. My name is Papunaratsa and my friend's name are Kitpat Murapan and Ariwat Taunwan. As you can see on the screen, our topic today is Thai Buddhist ordination ceremony. Today's topic will be very important for you as a Buddhist because it is one of ceremony that has been with Thai people way of life for a long time. We thought it would be useful to divide our presentation into three main sections. My first point concerns the definition of ordination, the background, and the process of ordination. And then we will go on to highlight how important it is and what ordination gives us. And finally, we will talk about the belief. This point will discuss about the belief in Thai people. Our talk should take about 15 to 20 minutes. Please interrupt me if there is something needs to clarifying, and otherwise there will be a time for discussion at the end. And don't worry about taking notes. Here, I have put all important information on the handout for you. Here's QR code, you can scan it now. Okay, let's get started. We are here to tell you about the Thai Buddhist ordination ceremony or what. The objective is to give you a better understanding about this culture that has been in Thai society for a long time, and it expresses the way of life and is passed down from generation to generation. You may have heard about the Asanha Busha Day. Anya Gotanya came to ask for Lord Buddha to ordination after listening the Dhamma. So he ordained him, which is considered the first ordination in Buddhism. So first let me give you a brief overview of the definition of ordination. According to Patai Pidok, it means taking oneself away from the gender of human, which means taking gender as a man with a life cut off from desire. And they are also training physically, bodily, and mentally to a higher level until the state of liberation from suffering. So, Patel Veti mentioned that in Thailand, ordination is popular in Thai because the Thai people accepted Buddhism as the national religion, which comes from the Sukhothai period. This Thai monarch at this time had great faith and maintained Buddhism to progress well, such as Thai, who is the king who ordained. So that is the meaning and the background of ordination. So let's move on to the next point, the ordination ceremony. It is a practice that comes from faith in Buddhism. A man who reached the age of 20 must attend an ordination ceremony. They must have to study Dhamma and understand the life and can use to be live peacefully and consciously in the future. Let's now look at the next slide, which shows the process of ordination. There are 5 main steps that we gather from different sources. Before ordination, first, we must have to meet the abbot to find the appropriate time. And then who want to ordain must have to come to family and asking for forgiveness. And must stay at the temple about 15 days for ordination. Next, the head shaving ceremony. The head shaving ceremony can be set up in a home or at the temple by inviting family and cousin come to head shave by placing the cut hair on a lotus leaf. Then the monk will come to completely shave the eyebrow and hair. After that, there will be the nag bathing ceremony. Use water mixed with various incense. And then the blessing naga or Thamkwan Nag. The Nag is thought to remember the merit of family and benefit of being ordained. This statement will be a song to make a Nag appreciate and encourage Nag to concentrate on becoming ordained. After that, in the next day of morning, there will be a party that sends Nag from home to temple called Hair Nag. the parade will be walk around the temple 3 times, known as Taksnawa. And lastly, the monarch ceremony. The preceptor and the clergy will come to meet at the same time, and the nuns go to change monastic and returning to pray for ordination. Family and the preceptor will teach the nun to how to be a monk, and the family come to pouring water at the end of the ceremony. So much for point 1.
Okay, is everyone still with us? So let's move on to the next point, the importance of ordination to. In this part of my presentation, I would like to tell you about the importance of ordination to Thai society and those who ordain. Okay, as we said earlier, this culture expresses the way of life in Thai society, and as you can see in this slide, in this pie chart forms religious information center. The blue is Buddhism, the orange is Islam, the gray is Christianity, and the yellow is other religious and non-religious people. I think you will be surprised that most of Thai people, about 95% are Buddhist. Islam is about 4% and Christianity is about 1%. And other religions and non-religious people are less than 1%. So that is the reason why the ordination ceremony plays a crucial role in Thai society. Okay. Men often have a different reason for being ordained because, and they want to get something from it. Because they have to waste some time, and some people may have to take leave from work for the ordination ceremony. According to Mrs. Johnson's article, there are many important ordination aspects of the ordination. So I divided them into 2 parts. The first is the importance to Thai society and the importance to those who ordain. The first is the importance to Thai society. Ordination is the duty of Thai people. Buddhism plays an important role in Thai society, and it's become a legacy of Thai people because Buddhism because when Buddhism came in, it gave the doctrine to make people behave virtually to society, and it allows people in society to live peacefully and to have less harassment. Moreover, ordination is the duty of Buddhists. They must maintain Buddhism by preserving Dhamma and Vinaya, and because it is the teaching of the Buddha, and it helps them have a good life and a peaceful society. The best way to maintain Buddhism is to be ordained and to keep passing on the Buddha's teaching to one another. Let's move on to the next slide. The importance to those who ordain. Ordination is a self-maintaining, is it a development of life in terms of physical, verbal, and mental behavior. That is virtuous, strong, stable, and happy. And in wisdom is knowledge and understanding of things as they really are. Furthermore, ordination is to repay the grace of their parents. Thai people believe that when their son ordained, they would gain a great merit, helping them go to heaven and be the religious relatives. They expected that when their son entered the temple and studied the discipline, they would be a good person and be able to take responsibility for their own life, society, and their family. At the same time, when their son were ordained, it's also persuaded parents to come into the religions with the opportunity to listen and learn Dhamma, making them closer to the religions. The website of Kotuno said that this tradition is a pattern of life that is virtuous, that is inherited from ancestors and it is a virtuous a representation of the way of life and mentality of people both in past and present. They practice from one generation to the next generation until it became a tradition, and in addition, it is believed that making merit through ordination is the great merit making. Those who ordain can make merit in return for their parents. But from the past to present, there are different points of view. So that's the importance of ordination ceremony.
So that is up to the last point of our presentation. The belief in the ordination ceremony of Thai people. In this part of our presentation, I would like to talk about the belief that has passed from generation to generation. I will divide it into two parts, the common and the twist belief. Okay, let's talk about the common belief in this ceremony first. Today they believe and it's absorbed to be our tradition. When a man turns 20 years old, when a man turns 20 years old, he has to get an ordination. It should have been allowed the period of Phapansa. The duration of the ordination time is 3 months, but today is up to the communion of their family. We can find that 7 to 15 days or 1 to 3 months. Okay, let's now turn to the belief that is twist. It is the belief in the ceremony, in the ordination forward. According to the article Modern Day Ceremony for Bangkok Post, they said in the past people believe the parents who sent their son were ordained to be a better man with responsibility and self-discipline, following the Buddhist religious rules. Then they will get a merit from that. Today, many things have changed. The research of Paku Buddhist found that the T belief in Thai society of the ordination. First is an ordination for getting a great merit and being grateful or dutiful to their parents. It also appears to be one of the important to those who are ordained, as we said earlier in our second point. And this concept is like a core in this ceremony today. Secondly, it is an ordination for exorcism or eliminating wickedness. And the third or the last is the man will have a high level of humility from the ordination. The last seems like the part that parents believe in the teaching of Buddhism will make their son be a good man. And they also said this belief has influenced another tradition in our society, which is the mind that the parents who want their daughter to marry a man who has been ordained before, because they believe that man will look after their daughter well. That's all I want to say about the belief. Well, this brings me to the end of our presentation. Before I stop, let me summarize our three main points again. First, the ordination is the main cause of their desire and train themselves physical, verbal, and mentally. It took a first place around the school time period. It is a tradition of a man at the age 20 years old. And it is the ceremony that has process step by step. Second, there are two main importance of ordination ceremony, which to those who ordain and to our Thai society, which are the main theme of Buddhism in our society, and the studying of Dhamma to develop yourself. And lastly, there are the common beliefs that has changed over time for more convenient, and the Tibet belief that is the ordination for being beautiful instead of the learning teaching of Buddhism. So I would like to highlight the last point of our presentation, which is the belief in this ceremony. It's like the studying of Dhamma, becoming the beautiful expectation to their parents. But anyway, we still strongly recommend we should inherit this ceremony for long, because we think it's not necessary for us to find out the answer for what belief is true, but when you ordain, is it good for your life? Thank you all for listening. Now I will be happy to answer any question you may have.
Questioner.
If I would like to go to the ordination ceremony, what should I wear?
I would say that Thai people are very relaxed, so you can wear anything you want that are comfortable, such as jeans, pants, or skirt. The only thing that you should not wear is the black color, because it is color that for funeral. A white color are fine, and you should not wear the shorts or the sleeveless shirts because it not appropriate. Is that the information that you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. Any question? Yes.
How much do they have to pay for the ordination?
Yes, it's a good question. The ordination ceremony usually costs 20,000 to 100,000 baht, depending on the size of the event and the number of guests. But most importantly, the cost will be high and low depending on the social status and his family. Does that answer your question?
Any question? Any question? Yes.
What are the daily routine of a monk after being ordained?
In the morning, monk will walk around the neighborhood and while local people make a merit by offering them food. Then the monk will returning to temple to eat breakfast, and before noon they will eat lunch because it is the last meal that allowed to eat. And after that, in the afternoon, they will study the Dhamma, and in the evening they will have a meditation and reviewing their homework before sleeping. Is that clear? Any question? Any question? Okay, yes.
Does your group think that being ordinary is a way of repaying your parents' kindness?
In our opinion, if you the belief that Thai people think the ordination is repaying for the parents' kindness, it's not a wrong belief. But if you ask our group, we think that there are many ways to repay the kindness of parents. But at least ordination allow us to train ourselves better. Okay. Any question?
ใครถูกรักษาให้เราที่เขาช่วยลงทุนกันเลขที่46 25 5 8มีเพื่อนคนหนึงไม่มาแต่โค้ชขอเลขที่3 3 8
Do you think this time this ceremony will continue to be around?
Can you repeat it again?
In your opinion, do you think this ceremony will continue further?
Yes, we say yes because most of Thailand people will believe in the Buddhism religion. Yeah, so ordination will have it will pass it down from generation to generation for a long time. That is answer your question.
Yes, thank you.
Any question? Okay. If there are no other questions, I finish there. Thank you very much.